Well, good morning and good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffee stream number 337. We're having a bit of an interesting morning because I can't seem to open my articles. So this will be fun. Um, I don't know why this is a thing, but it is apparently a thing. Um, I'm trying to figure out why my Chrome tabs aren't opening for me. So, I figured I would go live instead of keeping you all waiting. Um, oh, this is interesting. So I'm going to continue to attempt to open things because I need to open up something to put on so that I can run and grab my coffee. Because I don't have my coffee with me. So I was trying to get a royalty-free song going on here. So... Oh, and now it's playing. Hold on. Let me try and... Let me try and get this going on here. Let's get this back into the correct... Because I need to go get my damn coffee. What I was gonna do was put on a song for you guys. Very John Carpenter. Yeah, I'm unlit. I know, I'm gonna fix the light in a minute. I was trying to figure out what was going on here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn off my camera. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna go get my coffee. We're gonna play this royalty-free heavy metal song. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna turn the lights on and we're gonna get this going. Alright, guys? So that's what's gonna happen. So, let's share the screen first. I'm gonna do this, share the audio. Oh, why would I share the screen and then turn off the... I'm stupid. I did it backwards. I did it backwards. Okay. Turning off camera. everybody. I'm back. I have my coffee and I still have to open my stories, but I'm back. Yeah, it looks like it looks like I have to use the enter button instead of the space button, which is kind of weird. But here I am with the lights on. Hi, everybody. Let's see here. Once you get used to cold coffee, the disappointment won't affect you, especially when you start working, or especially when you work outside. That is true, Fury Kitten. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. So that's one story open. That's this story open. So how is everyone doing today? We have Costin. We have Fury Kitten. We have... I saw some other people in here. We have... let's see. Pinkalo's here. Let's see. Who else is here? Oh, look, we have a Fox News player that's gonna play in my ear. Hooray! Let's find the video here. So this story, or these news, this news that I have today is basically, I went delving into the Discord server and looked at all of the stuff from Gunfox and grabbed a few from over the last few days. So we're gonna catch up on the Gunfox news is what we're gonna do today. Let's see. Just lurking around, just lurking and playing Among Us in Factorio. Oh, cool. Busy at work. Hello, Keeperdam. Hello, Becca. Glad you're all trickling in. Let's see, what other stories have I got here? I'm just trying to open these up here nice and quickly before we get into reading them. Let's see. We have a safe third country with you guys. We've been the main beneficiaries of it since... Oh, it's a conversation in chat. Okay. More freaking automatic playing stuff. Yay. Yeah, there are lots of people that seek refugee status in Canada by coming through the US without first seeking refugee status there. So, okay. Got quite a few stories here. Better? Pinkalo says push your screen forward a little bit. Is that better? All right. It doesn't want me to use the command option space. thing anymore. That's odd. All right then. Good morning, Zombie Teddy. Not much is up. Just kind of hanging out here, opening up my stories. All right. And I think that's the last one here. Okay. All right. Now let's get over here and close the Twitter window. Close that. And we've got, I think, 5 stories. And if we need more, I can always go and get more. So we're good. All right, let's get back to the StreamYard window so I can share. Okay. Share screen. Chrome tab. All right. So this is one that I was going to read on Friday if Scribe and I didn't have things to talk about. How about that? Pinkalo says a little bit more. How's that? Is that better? All right. So, I'm sure we all remember the earthquake near the Fukushima nuclear reactor and the scare that all caused. So it says Fukushima, Japan, to release contaminated water into the sea. So this was published 3 days ago. Okay, here we go. I'm going to quickly move the microphone. Sorry if this makes noise. All right. That way voiceover is coming through better. All right, here we go.
Japan is to release treated radioactive water from the destroyed Fukushima nuclear plant into the sea, media reports say.
Oh, good. Because that's not a thing that could have a drastic effect on the ocean. That just sounds perfectly sane.
It follows years of debate over how to dispose of the liquid, which includes water used to cool the power station hit by a massive tsunami in 2011. You are current?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling this had to directly do with the Fukushima tsunami.
Environmental and fishing groups oppose the idea, but many scientists say the risk it would pose is low.
Well, I would assume that environmental groups are upset with that. I wonder what the scientists deem a low risk. That's something I'd like to know.
The government says no final decision has been made. The release of more than 1 million tons of water, which has been filtered to reduce radioactivity, would start in 2022 at the earliest, according to Japanese media outlets including national dailies The Nikkei and the Yomiuri Shimbun.
So, this is something that will start in 2022, I guess. And it would be 1 million tons of water. How do you filter out radioactivity? And once you've filtered it out, where do you put it? That's something I'm interested in.
The water would be diluted inside the plant before release, so it is 40 times less concentrated, the Yomiuri Shimbun said, with the whole process taking 30 years.
Wow. So 40 times less contaminated than it would be. It's still pretty contaminated though, so I don't know. Where would you put the filtered out radioactive material? That's where I'm stuck on.
An official decision could emerge by the end of this month, said Kyodo News Agency. List 3 items.
So that's a little bit worrying. I don't want to be, too crazy because I know, the planet it is very miraculous at healing itself, but dumping radioactive water into the ocean just it doesn't seem very smart to me. I don't know. Let's skip over these bullet points and see if there's more to this article. Okay, there is more to this article. Let's keep reading.
There has been growing urgency over what to do with the water as space to store the liquid, which includes groundwater and rain that seeps daily into the plant, is running out.
So, you don't know where you're going to put this excess of water, and you're running out of room. This doesn't seem like a good idea. You guys probably should have had a plan for this before you started running out of space. Just saying.
Most of the radioactive isotopes have been removed using a complex filtration process, but one isotope, tritium, cannot be removed, so the water has been stored in huge tanks which will fill up by 2022.
And what do you do with the stuff that you've filtered out? Ugh. This is just a big problem. The ocean has lots of water. It should be okay if they dump it over a long enough period of time. I guess you're right. I mean, I know the ocean has a lot of water, but there's a lot of radioactivity in the groundwater that they want to dump in there. Let's see. Oh, hello, Alexander. Good. I'm good. How are you? Thank you for dropping by.
On Friday, Japan's Industry Minister Hiroshi Kageyama said no decision had yet been made on the disposal of the water, but the government planned to make one soon.
The government plans to make a decision soon, do they?
To prevent any delays in the decommissioning process, we need to make a decision quickly, he told a news conference. Environmental groups have long expressed their opposition to releasing the water into the ocean, and fishing groups have argued against it, saying consumers will refuse to buy produce from the region.
That's an interesting argument. That that people might have the wrong idea and not want to buy Japanese fish. If they do it willy-nilly, that could be a real issue. Yeah. Separate out the deuterium and tritium and O50s, etc., and use them to boost the ocean produces a hell of a lot of deuterium through natural neutron capture. It depends on which isotopes they are talking about. Interesting.
However, some scientists say the water would quickly be diluted in the vastness of the Pacific Ocean, and that tritium poses a low risk to human and animal health.
Okay.
Heading level 2. What happened in 2011?
We know what happened in 2011. March 11th, a 9.0 earthquake struck off the northern coast of Japan, triggering a 15-meter tsunami. Then there's the map. While the backup systems to prevent a meltdown at the Fukushima nuclear plant survived the initial quake, further damage was inflicted by the tsunami, as the facility's cooling systems failed in the days that followed. Tons of radioactive material were released. The meltdown was the worst nuclear accident since Chernobyl in 1986. Yep. It was bad. It was very bad. And I really hope that they do have a plan to slowly and responsibly get rid of this water. Let's see. So that's that story. Our next one we have back to StreamYard. All right, Chrome tab. Okay, we've got the Fox News, but I'm not gonna play the player because they might hit us. So we'll just read this article. I'm just gonna pause the player here. Let me. Where's the player? I lost the Fox News player. There it is. No. It doesn't want me to make this stop. it doesn't. There we go. It didn't want me to make it stop. That was funny. Okay. Here we go. So Facebook and Twitter employees have been donating 90% of their monies to, or 90% of their donations have been going to Democratic campaigns. Yeah, you're right, Fury Kitten. And remember, guys, please consider jumping to streamlabs.net and either sending in a tip or getting yourself some wonderful Blind Press merch or a picture, a nature photo taken by Pinkalo. All of those things helps the channel, and it would be greatly appreciated. So let's take a read of this article.
Link, Facebook, and link, Twitter. Employees have sent more than 90% of political donations to link, Democrats. So far in 2020, according to news reports, Chrome has...
So 90% of political donations have gone to the Democrats. That's highly disproportionate. Like, insanely disproportionate. Holy crap.
That amount includes all federal donations from Facebook and Twitter employees this year based on records available through OpenSecrets.org, a research group that tracks money in politics by the nonprofit Center for Responsive Politics.
Okay. I didn't know there was such a website. But there is, apparently.
Employees at both tech giants contributed millions in individual donations and PAC donations, an analysis from the conservative watchdog group Media Research Center.
Really? Individual and tech donations. Wow.
Link, period. Link, found. Period. Twitter app icon on a period. Twitter app icon on a mobile phone in Philadelphia. AP photo/mentor.
Let's
Twitter
see here.
Twitter employees donated $347,270, or 98.99% of total federal donations, to Democrats, making individual donations of $200 or more. Meanwhile,
God damn!
Only $3,556, or 1.01%, of federal donations from Twitter employees went to Republicans. Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden received $66,929 from Twitter employees, or 19% of employees' total federal donations.
That is a lot of money. Holy crap. And these are just employees. These aren't like head of company. Like these are employees that are sending them this money. That's crazy.
Link. Facebook and Twitter reducing distribution of New York Post. Facebook employees donated $2.4 million. Link. Facebook employees donated $2.4 million, or 91.68% of total federal donations, to Democrats with donations of $200 or more via individuals or PACs. Only $218,576, or 8.2% of all federal donations from Facebook employees, went to Republicans. Employees donated $645,152 to Biden, or 25% of total federal donations.
Holy shit. That is insane amounts of money from working people. And I wonder how many of them felt like they had to. Like, I wonder how many people donated because they felt coerced. And I wonder how many of those donations were completely voluntary. That would be an interesting thing to look at. To see how many donations were coerced versus how many were voluntary.
Both companies recently came under fire after deciding to reduce the spread of a New York Post article that shows purported communication between Biden's son, Hunter Biden, and an advisor to a Ukrainian energy company.
Deciding to reduce the spread. You mean blocking all tweets or posts with that article? Way to softball that.
Link. Facebook official W. While I will intentionally not link to the New York Post, I want to be clear that this story is eligible to be fact-checked by Facebook's third-party fact-checking partners. In the meantime, we are reducing its distribution on our platform, Facebook Policy Communications Director Andy Stone wrote in a Wednesday. Link. Tweet. You are...
Of course. You can't fact-check it. Oh my god. Just shut up. Just nobody to pull something out of Pierre Poilievre's book. Nobody believes you. Just so you know. Nobody believes you.
Period. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg arrives to testify before a House Energy and Stone has worked for Facebook for more than 6 years. He previously served as communications director for the House Majority PAC between 2012 and 2014, press secretary for Democratic California Senator Barbara Boxer between 2011 and 2012, and press secretary for the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, DCCC, between 2009 and 2011, according to his LinkedIn profile. Twitter. Link. Stated. You are currently... That its reasoning behind blocking the post was due to the personal information revealed in the New York Post article, which violates the social media site's hacked media policy. Chrome has...
How does a public newspaper article violate your... Oh my god. Twitter, really? Really? So, Twitter's founder, Jack Dorsey, who donated exclusively to Democrats in 2019, according to OpenSecrets.org, called the company's botched rollout of the ban unacceptable in Thursday's tweet. Oh, yeah, sure. You also blocked the GOP's website, so you're full of shit. This is ridiculous. This is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh man. Gunfox, what are you doing to me, dude? Giving me this stuff, making me angry. And of course, he's not here to listen to it. Let's see here. Share screen. So this is gonna be a bit of a rough story. Gun Fox sent this to me. But nobody said the news was pretty, right? So yeah, we're gonna quickly skim through this article, but probably won't stick on it too much. Corner, says Keeper Alright, here we go. Catherine Oxenberg's daughter, India, describes being branded by NXIVM's sex cult. Jesus, I remember the smell of flesh. Oh, God. Gunfox, what is the matter with you? Why you gotta put this stuff in Discord? I think he should go to the corner. I think Gunfox should go to the corner. It was January 2016 when Catherine Oxenberg's daughter, India, was told to remove her clothes and walk into a room that had a table with other women. Okay. It was at that moment she was held down and branded with the initials of NXIVM. Leader Keith Ranier's. I had two women holding my hands and my feet so I wouldn't convulse, the 29-year-old told People magazine. What the fuck is wrong with people? And why do I have to read this? Gunfox, I'm gonna start charging you to make me read this shit. I swear to God. This is sad. I mean, I know it's not a kid, but I mean, still. Jesus. On Tuesday, she told People magazine on Tuesday, I remember the smell of flesh. I remember crying, but not with pain. There was no choice to say no. India is coming forward with her story on the upcoming Starz 4-part docu-series titled Seduced Inside the NXIVM Cult. Interesting. That's gonna be a heavy thing to watch. Keith Raniere, ex-leader of self-help group. So here's the link of the leader. Raniere, the disgraced guru of the self-improvement organization in upstate New York, was convicted last year on charges that he turned some of his followers into sex slaves. Jesus Christ. That's... wow. Cults are just... say no to cults. Say no to cult mentality. Prosecutors told jurors that the 60-year-old's organization operated like a cult. 60-year-old organization, wow. That won him the devotion of many women, including actress Allison Mack of TV's Smallville. Oh, right, that's where she's from. Jesus, this is crazy. As well as Claire Bronthwin, heiress to the Seagram's liquor fortune. Prosecutors said Raniere formed a secret subgroup made up of brainwashed female slaves who were branded with his initials and forced to have sex with him. According to the outlet, the branding was part of an initiation ceremony into NXIVM's Master Slave Sorority, also known as DOS. India was recruited to join by Allison Mack, who was to be her master. And Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. Oh, okay. So Allison Mack recruited this girl and was to be her master. Wow. Yeah, that's Gun Fox in the title. Check. All of the stories from him or all the news stories today are from him. Keith Raniere, the ex-leader of MXIVM, was convicted of, in 2019, of 7 counts that included racketeering conspiracy, wire fraud conspiracy, forced labor conspiracy, sex trafficking conspiracy, and attempted sex trafficking. At that time, India and the other women present were told the brand was a symbol of the elements. The outlet noted that by that point, after 5 years of indoctrination into NXIVM, India had lost her ability to think independently. Yeah, I would believe that. I thought he donated something. Oh no, no, he sent us news. The circumstances pushed us to our limits, to the point where you would think you were making the choice to get branded, she said. In the documentary, India speaks out for the first time, describing how she was lured, brainwashed, blackmailed, and initiated into DOS, where she was groomed into having sex with Raniere. One of my first commands was to seduce Keith, she recalled. I was told it was an assignment to make me feel less vulnerable. Wow. And this is her mother. Her mom, on the left, her mom is and it was India's mother who went public with her fight to save her daughter from NXIVM in 2017. In numerous interviews, she pleaded with the press that Raniere and his cult, I was scared to death, but it didn't matter if I was scared. The Dynasty actress told the outlet, I knew what I was up against. I knew nobody had dared to do what I was doing because this cult had financially ruined them, but I had to save my daughter. Go, Mom! That's a good mom right there. That's a good mom. India said that she has since embarked on 2 years of intensive therapy and deprogramming. People ask how could this happen, but it doesn't happen right away, she explained. It's a slow drip of indoctrination and grooming. Yeah. It is. It's absolutely a slow thing. It's yeah. And Allison Mack's wife, Nikki Klein, defends an MXNVM cult leader Keith Raniere. Wow. Today, India is grateful that Oxenberg 59 was willing to fight for her. Of course she was. That's your mom. Of course it is. Mothers are evil. Some of them, but this one was a good mother. Way to go. Way to fight for your daughter. So let's see here. Our next article. Where are we here? Share screen. All right. So here we go. Hello, Lord Famine. Aha, thanks to YouTube for letting me know you went live, BP. Glad I caught you. Oh, yeah. Good old YouTube failing to notify people. And I was so scattered that I didn't share the stuff into Discord. So, let's see. So, a fire lit to warm food for tourists may have sparked a blaze on the slopes of Mount Kilimanjaro, according to local reports. Hundreds of firefighters, residents, and students in the area have been involved in trying to put out the fire, which began Sunday afternoon. So here's the picture of the fire. This is the fire that is burning, or was burning. Pascal Chalatit of the Tanzanian National Parks Authority, Tanipa, told a local newspaper it seems a fire that was lit to prepare food for tourists torched the dry vegetation and spread quickly. The altitude of the fire, as well as the dry weather and strong winds, have made it difficult to contain. However, authorities now say the winds have settled. Oh, that's good. That's good. Let's see here. So this is an image made out, like this is like a still shot from a video. The fire is now under control and we are ensuring that climbing activities are not affected. Okay. So, moral of the story, make sure you're not cooking or starting your fires near dry vegetation. All right. Next story. And remember, friends, that's blindpress.net to get all of your blind press merch needs met, or your photography needs met, or you can just send in a donation if you don't want to buy anything at the moment. All right, next story. Let's take a look at Biden, because apparently he flew on a plane with a COVID positive person and is not isolating himself. Because, you know, he doesn't have to, because he's Joe Biden. He's special. Where's the headline here? Oh, headline. I just want the headline here. This is a badly laid out website. Oh my god. There we go. So Biden won't isolate after flying with a COVID positive patient. Washington. Democratic U.S. presidential candidate Joe Biden flew on an airplane with a person who was subsequently tested positive for COVID-19. But Biden was not in close contact with the person, and he is not and does not need to quarantine, his team said. Vice President Biden was not in close contact as defined by the CDC as with this individual at the time, the statement said, and they both wore masks during the flights Monday and Tuesday. Given these facts, we have been advised by the vice president's doctor and the campaign's medical advisors that there is no need for the vice president to quarantine, they said. Interesting. Okay. Biden tested negative for the coronavirus on Thursday, his campaign said in a statement. The risk of exposure to the coronavirus on flights is very low, a U.S. Department of Defense study released on Thursday found. A positive sign for the airline industry as it tries to rebound from the pandemic's crushing effect on travel. Yeah, because of the air filter system. When a seated passenger is wearing a mask, an average 0.003% air particles around the breathing zone around the person's head is infectious. Huh. Interesting. So that's that story. Where's the story that I had next? Oh, is that all of them? That can't be all of them. Oh, it is. Shit. Well, let me find some more. Because we're not done yet here. We're not done yet. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here we have a couple more. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Ugh. There we go. Okay, that's one link copied. And we'll paste this. And we've got this one. Okay. And let me find one more. One more story. Yeah, we'll do that one. Oops. Three more stories. We'll see where that takes us. Sorry about that, guys. I thought those stories would go longer than they did. So let's get back over here to look at chat while I open these new stories. And yet the airlines are kicking off 2 young children refusing to wear their masks. Yeah, that is pretty stupid. That's very stupid, Becca. Oh, excuse me. Tickle in the throat. Tickle in the throat is not helpful when you're live on Twitter. On YouTube. Okay. All right. Open these up here. And maybe I'll see if I can find another Polyev video too to end on the stream. And the last one here. All right. Got 3 more opened here. Let's just close this Twitter DM. Go back over to StreamYard and we will share the screen. Let's see. Ooh, a video. I like it. Yeah, you want me to find a Polyev video? Okay. I'll find a Polyev video. He puts out content quite a lot, so I'm sure finding a Polyev video won't be too hard. But first, let's take a look at what Mr. Obama has to say. Where are we here? All right. Where's the headline? All right, here we go. President Barack Obama, accompanied by Vice President Joe Biden. So here's a photo of Joe and Obama. I got it from Becca. Becca, you got me saying Biden. Boo on you. Boo on you. If there are no more guardrails, Obama lashes out at Trump for spreading misinformation. So this is Joe and Barack together. So, as former President Barack Obama prepares to hit the campaign trail to boost Joe Biden's bid for the White House, why is he needing to do that? He lashed out at President Donald Trump on Wednesday in an interview on the Save America podcast. Obama particularly blasted his successor for continuing to spread misinformation. Trump is a symptom of misinformation. Trump is a symptom of mischaracterization and an accelerant to it, Obama said. When you look at insane conspiracy theories like QAnon seeping into the mainstream of the Republican Party, what that tells you is that there are no more guardrails with within that media ecosystem. QAnon is QAnon itself. Just the Barack O'Biden, yep. But O'Biden is a good nickname. Yeah, that's true. Um I I would just really, really want to know why Obama needs to go campaign on behalf of Joe. Um, and QAnon was a platform. It was not a theory, a conspiracy theory. It was where conspiracy theories were posted. But you cannot call the thing itself a conspiracy theory. That's just silly. That means you don't know what QAnon is. The interview comes as Obama reportedly. The interview comes as Obama reportedly plots a swing through key battleground states like Florida and Wisconsin to make a closing argument for his former vice president less than 3 weeks away from the election. It also represents the latest instance of him upping his rhetoric against Trump where Obama was once reticent to verbally spar with the president in recent months. He's issued dire warnings about his leadership in a fiery Democratic National Convention. In a fiery Democratic National Convention speech, and slammed Trump in campaign ads. But why is he doing campaign ads? I call him O'Biden because every time he speaks, I think, "Oh, Biden, honey, just retire." Moon-based radio says what he needs to do is shut the fuck up. Yep. Yep. I'll laugh my ass off. QAnon was one guy. Yes, and he's a conspiracy theory. Did you know that? QAnon was the that itself is a conspiracy theory. QAnon is, yeah. We are QAnon. We are Legion. A theme of Obama's interview was that its frustration. Oh, sorry. A theme of Obama's interview was his frustration with Trump continuing to push unfounded conspiracy theories and his anger at Republicans for not distancing himself from these claims. But he's not making unfounded claims. I don't know what you want him to do there, Barack. The allegations are so absurd that even Republican-controlled committees are looking into it have dismissed them, and Attorney General Barr has dismissed them, Obama said. I'm disappointed that Republicans that know better have not checked in on this. Checked on what? Checked on what? That he's... I love how they conflate the board with the idea of so fucking stupid. Yep. They really are. It's sad. Very sad. Oh look, wisecrack is going on. Obama also took conservative media to task for increasing partisanship, arguing that the approach has benefited Trump at the detriment of his party. I'm sorry, what are you doing? What is your party doing? Like, seriously, your party's not being divisive? Come on. You are you are so full of crap, Obama. It's amazing. God. Obama reflected on Trump's first foray into mass conspiracy peddling. The uh, false claim that Obama wasn't born in the United States. The former president said he noticed in his research for his upcoming memoir that wait, you need to research a memoir? How do you why do you need to do research for your memoir unless your memoir is actually a slam Trump book? I'm very interested in that. Why do you need research to do a memoir? Um, sorry. In his recent, he noticed in his research for his upcoming memoir, A Promised Land, that Trump was complimentary towards him during his first couple of years in office, even going so far as to say he was doing a good quote a great job. But Obama said the change but Obama said the change when birtherism took off launched launching the real estate mogul's years long effort to delegitimize the nation's first black president. Yes, because your actions totally didn't delegitimize you as the first black president. It was all Trump. Orange man bad. It's all his fault. And how many rings has Trump and the DOJ taken down recently? Exactly. And how many of those rings are populated by Democrats? The guy just decided he wanted attention. The guy just wanted attention. Like, whether it was to promote Celebrity Apprentice or whatever, he sort of looked and saw what was being said, Obama said on Wednesday, and he said, oh, if that's what folks want, I can do that with even less inhibition. I don't need a dog whistle. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Obama. Come on. I can't do this. This is driving me crazy. That's just ridiculous. Holy crap. Great Christ. That's just come on, man. Yeah. For real. For real, man. All right, let's see what C-SPAN is doing here. C-SPAN suspends Scully after he admits to lie about hack. Oopsie. Whoopsie. New York AP. C-SPAN suspends suspended its political editor, Steve Scully, indefinitely Thursday after he admitted to lying about his Twitter feed being hacked. Oh dear. Oh dear. When he was confronted about a questionable exchange with former Trump aide Anthony Scaramucci. The news came on the day of what was supposed to be a career highlight for the 30-year C-SPAN veteran. Scully was to moderate the second debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, which was canceled after Trump did not agree to a virtual debate after his COVID-19 diagnosis. A week ago, after Trump had criticized him as a never-Trumper, Scully tweeted at Scaramucci, "Should I respond to Trump?" Scaramucci, a former Trump communications director, and now a critic of the president, advised Scully to ignore him. Scully said that when he saw his tweet had created controversy, I falsely claimed that my Twitter account had been hacked. Really? You started shit, and instead of going, yeah, I'm sorry I started shit, you were like, I was hacked. Oh my god. He had been frustrated by Trump's comments and several weeks of criticism in social media. And including attacks directed at his family. These were both errors in judgment for which I am totally responsible for, Scully said. I apologize. We're sorry. Sorry. Ugh. He said he let down his colleagues at C-SPAN, fellow news colleagues, and the debate commission. I ask for your forgiveness as I tried to move forward in a moment of reflection and disappointment in myself. C-SPAN said that Scully confessed to lying about the hack on Wednesday. Jesus Christ. Why would you do that? That makes no sense. Why would you do that? That's just stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Oh my goodness. Alright, now we have a story about Trudeau. And I really hope that there's video of this. Let's see. So, Trudeau calls China's Hong Kong diplomacy coercive. Oh, Justin. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says he will not tolerate coercive diplomacy from China. His remarks on Friday come a day after the Chinese ambassador warned that granting asylum to Hong Kong protesters could put Canadians in danger. Fucking excuse me? Allowing Hong Kong protesters to come into Canada could be dangerous for us? Fuck you. Fuck you, China. The envoy's comments were seen by many as a not so veiled threat. You think? That's not a that is absolutely a threat. That is absolutely a threat. Relations between the two nations have been frosty since 2018 when two Canadians were detained in China over spying allegations as retaliation for our valid detainment of the CEO of Huawei. Oh. This week, Beijing's envoy to Canada explicitly told Canada not to accept asylum seekers from Hong Kong. If the Canadian side really cares about stability and prosperity in Hong Kong and really cares about the good health and safety about those 300,000 Canadian passport holders in Hong Kong and the Canadian communities operating in Hong Kong. Wait, let me get this right. If the Canadian side really cares about stability and prosperity in Hong Kong and really cares about the good health and safety of those 300,000 Canadian passport holders in Hong Kong and the large number of Canadian companies operating in Hong Kong, you should support those efforts to fight violent crimes in Hong Kong, he said. When asked if his statement was a threat, Mr. Kong said, "That is your interpretation." Holy fuck. You know what? No. Fuck off. We can accept asylum seekers from anywhere we choose to accept them from. Who the like, this is mafia style fucking wording here. And this is all because Trudeau let them think that they could boss us around like this. So now they're like, yeah, you better not. And Trudeau's too much of a pussy. He's just gonna be like, it's very coercive. You shouldn't say that. That's all he's gonna say. Some leading Hong Kong protesters have fled for the West in recent months after the mainland authorities in Beijing passed a security law that reduces the city's autonomy and makes it easier to punish pro-democracy protesters. Hong Kong, a former British colony, is part of China, but enjoys unique freedoms as part of the turnover from the UK. Beijing says the new law will return stability to the city. Yeah, but most protesters say that it will affect their rights. Yeah, it will. Mr. Kong also threatened to make vague measures against Canada if the government were to pass a residential... Whoa! Mr. Kong also threatened vague measures against Canada if the government were to pass a resolution condemning the treatment of Uyghurs, a Muslim minority group who live in largely in the Xinjiang region of northwest China. So if we say anything denouncing their treatment of the Uyghurs, they're gonna fucking... How is China's basic dictatorship now, Trudeau? No kidding. Do you still admire them now, Trudeau? The U.S. sanctioned Chinese politicians over the summer. China is accused of mass detentions, religious persecution, and intentional sterilization of Uyghurs. In response, Mr. Trudeau said he would not try and antagonize Beijing, but would not back down from Canadian interests in standing up for human rights around the world. So basically, he's not going to do shit. Is what Trudeau said. We don't look to escalate, but will continue to make sure Canadians know that we stand for our rights and our values, he said. Mr. Trudeau's government has faced mounting pressure to repair relations with Beijing nearly 2 years after Michael after the arrest of Michael Kovrig, a former diplomat, and Michael Stavro, a businessman. Both have been charged with spying, but many believe the arrests were made in retaliation for the detainment of Huawei executive. Yep. She is currently fighting her extradition to the U.S., where she faces fraud charges in court. Yeah. Wow, this is just aggravating to me. I can't believe that. That's just holy shit. I'm flabbergasted that China is that ballsy that they're willing to just say that shit. I'm wow. Let's see here. Let's look for a Pierre Polyev video to end the stream on. Pierre Polyev. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see here. What video should we watch? End the cover up. This was from 2 hours ago. So we're going to watch this 2-minute video called End the Cover Up. And we're going to see what Mr. Polyev has to say about this. So I'm going to DM it to myself. And we will end the stream with a Pierre Polyev video. Because he's awesome. That man is just kick-ass. I'm sorry. He rocks. Where are we here? Oops. Where am I? Where am I here? I just want to find where I am so I can watch chat. Ooh. No, I'm not gonna take that one. Let's just play the video I found. We'll play the video I found. I will go and share the screen, and then I will find... I'm gonna open my Twitter DM, and then I will go back and find live chat. Alright. Where am I here? Oh, no. Back. Sorry about this, guys. Trying to do 5 million things at once here. There we are. And the cover up. Okay. Let's make sure that it's not going to autoplay on me. Okay, good. Now, let's go share this screen. I'm surprised he hasn't dropped the case against Huawei. Yeah, me too. Honestly, Pincalo, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Alright, a Pierre Polyev video from 4 hours ago called End the Cover Up. And this is 2 minutes. So let's play.
Thank you very much. As my colleague Mr. Barrett and I will share with you today, Justin Trudeau carried out a massive cover-up again last week. His MPs engaged in dozens of hours of filibusters,
Yep, they did.
preventing the ethics and finance committees from getting at the truth. We're in a pandemic, and here is Justin Trudeau blocking the work of our parliamentary committees, preventing the Finance Committee from addressing the fact that we have the highest deficit in the G20 and the highest unemployment in the G7. Our MPs in the Finance Committee should be working on that, but instead, Trudeau is blocking that work, preventing it from happening.
And then proposing his own committees as though he's being super generous. Here, why don't we create a committee so you can look at our spending? Like, fuck off.
In the first place, so that he can continue a filibuster to cover up scandal documents.
Yep.
We as Conservatives are going to continue to work to bring these documents public, to get answers to the unanswered questions, and to establish an anti-corruption committee that can focus on getting to the truth. Remember, Justin Trudeau personally intervened.
Yes, he did. He did. He personally intervened. This is all truth.
To give a $500 billion grant to a group that had paid his family $500,000. Now he's trying to cover up the truth. He's trying to cover up whether he got more money than the $500,000. He's trying to cover up the role of his office in handing out that money.
Yeah.
He's trying to cover up the fact that public servants may have spoken out against the grant before it ever happened.
Yep.
Well, I'm here today to announce that Conservatives will take any steps necessary within our parliamentary system to get at the truth. We will not stop. We will not relent. And I'm also here today with my colleague, Mr. Barrett, to call on the Prime Minister to end the filibuster, end the games, end the dirty tricks, and end the cover-up so that Canadians can see the truth. We have a pandemic before us. We have record levels of debt and the highest unemployment in the G7. It is time for MPs to get to work on solving those problems, and it is time for Justin Trudeau to end the obstruction that is preventing them from doing so.
Yep.
Get out of the way and let us do our work so that we can get to the truth and get working for Canadians. Thank you very much.
Fuck, this man is a king. Jesus Christ, I love this man. I honestly, I would rather him be prime minister. That wow, I love Pierre Polyev. I'm gonna say it. This man is fantastic. Just fantastic. I I can't say it enough. Just super intelligent man, well spoken, and just right on the ball with everything. No need to make up anything about Trudeau. He's just going straight for the facts, and that's the most damning thing of all are the facts. And I'm very I love watching Pierre Polyev go to town on these people. It's fantastic. Um I just it makes me very happy. Um so that's how we're going to end the stream today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed yourself. Please consider jumping over to blindpress.net and getting yourself some merch. Remember, the eye pillow is still there. Get them while they're there. There's only 100 of them. So grab your eye pillows, grab your nature photos from Pink Hollow, grab your coffee stream stuff. And also remember, Beat the Blind Girl is tomorrow at 12 p.m. And you can also find Skeptalk and I on the coffee stream on Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all tomorrow.